we decided to make it a joint presentation today. Not only Credit Corp, who is providing the money and providing all the how will I put it? All the processes that are needed to access the funds, but also they are partnering with us because we see them as a great partner. If you look at our NADP, we have 7 pillars. And one of the pillars, if not number 1 pillar there, is market expansion. And if you need to expand the market, you must be able to stimulate the market by providing funds to those who want to buy the vehicles. So you can promote the industry through the supply end as well as the demand end. But we have seen that the best way to do it is through the demand stimulation. This is why he has come up with 20 billion naira. You may say the 20 billion naira is small, but it's better to start from somewhere and start building on it. Because we are going to learn the process now with him. We are going to make mistakes along the line, and we are going to correct our mistake as we are progressing. I hope and I pray that after this launching, Nigeria will appreciate the effort they are putting in developing this scheme.
What I will do today is to communicate a series of principles that we have agreed so far. One is the money that we talk about is a commitment and a test to see whether we have an opportunity to sweat this and deliver the impact in a short enough period of time. Two is that there is eagerness around throwing a lot more capital behind this. I remember that there's also part of our work that is credit guarantees. It means that the financial institutions that you work with that are afraid of putting their own money to work, we provide them guarantees. That means that we can cover your loss of 10% or 20% or 50%. All of a sudden, that means that if I give you a guarantee of 10 billion for one institution and your losses are 10%, it means that you can now lend the 100 billion as that institution. So guarantees are the multipliers that can help. So that's why I said don't focus so much on the amount. Even though it's a significant amount of money, it's still a start for auto sector. Focus on the opportunity for us to do this and take it together and do it right. So I will talk about the principles. And I said this is principles, in other words, this is the foundation on which we now need the auto manufacturing sector to come in and also to help us understand your attempts at credit. First is we work almost entirely through financial institutions. That is credible. We work with the banks, microfinance institutions, fintechs, finance houses. A few of them even specialize or continue to deepen their specialty in the auto sector. So they get our capital, they'll get our guarantees, and they will enable lending. Two is that NADPC sets the standards, essentially the accreditation of which auto vendor or manufacturer is able to access. When I say access, is able to get consumers channel to them or offer credit to their consumers that want to buy their products and is backed by us. So NADPC is our guardian in that regard. The third is that the auto manufacturers are still very much responsible for mobilizing the demand. Just the same way you've always been selling cars, you can never sell cars in a year. We're not even in the business of marketing or selling cars. So what you do to get people to like your products, to want your products, to buy your products, making it competitive in price, making it competitive in features, those never change. What will change is that when you now meet people who want your products, but can't afford to pay for them, and are good credits, that's where our work begins. To make sure that we don't lose that demand, or that we get that demand. The auto manufacturers along that point need to continue to increase demand. We want to embed something in your process that allows people who already have decided to get your vehicle, want a dark tricycle or a non-vehicle, they've already decided. We want to embed in that process a very quick way to make a decision on them as to whether or not they qualify for credit, and then to disburse the credit to you, which is item number 4. So the money does not go to the customer, it goes to you, and you deliver the vehicle to them. Again, these are principles that we've agreed on and aligned on. And an opportunity to fine-tune this would now be the products that are served at your outlets starting in January.
The credit scheme, auto credit scheme, is coming up now because it's better late than never. And we're happy when the president came in, as part of the new Hope agenda is to stimulate the economy. And there is no better way to stimulate the economy than to provide credit that will boost and increase the demand for auto products. And why do we need to increase the demand for auto products? Because auto products cut across all sectors of the industry. When you promote auto, you are promoting the steel industry, you are promoting the plastic industry, and you are generating a lot of employment. Even you are promoting the energy sector. And that's why it is very important, because our people, the citizens, they want to buy vehicles. But it's very difficult nowadays for you to save enough to buy a new vehicle. Because when I say vehicle, I'm talking about a motorcycle, tricycle, and vehicle, everything that we use, what we use for mobility. And we need credit scheme to work, because it works, that's the way it operates all over the world. You don't see people that will need to save up to 20 million, 30 million before they ride a vehicle. Or what of it you want to use a vehicle for mobility, like e-hailing. You need to be able to access credit by using it to do your job. As you are doing your job, you are paying back, and you are employing, you are contributing to the economy.
Our job is to make the financing more available and more easily accessible, meaning that the rates also to enable Nigerians have cheaper credit. We work with financial institutions, and for this particular intervention, we are looking at going over time, targeting single digits rates to enable Nigerians to purchase these vehicles for people who have very strong credits and who show a good credit history. And the financial institutions are taking a bet and a confidence on them for those who are accessing our capital that we are providing, as well as those who are accessing our guarantees. We see that our credit, the enabling in the banks and microfinance banks, are the cheapest in the country. So it continues to go down, but as much as people show good credit history. And the fund that we're launching today is just a start. It's a start to show a commitment to this industry. It's a start to show the commitment of the president, and it's a start to actually catalyze credit and allow people to get out of transport poverty. Transport poverty is a thing in Nigeria, where a lot of people, especially people in the cities, what you call the urban or urban middle class, struggle with access to good transportation. So you see all the bus stops, and you see all the people standing there. You take more people and give them their own vehicles, keke, bikes, motorbikes, then you're actually reducing the impact of transportation poverty.
We are happy today because we have the MD of Credit Corp who has come here with his team to enlighten our people on the process, the criteria, the guideline, and what everyone needs to do in order to be enlisted as part of the beneficiary. You know, we have the assembler here, but we know this credit is going to be given to the consumer. But the assembler are the one that will supply the product that consumers are going to buy. So we need to first of all let them get them ready so that they can start the production, and then whatever they are producing, they will have the customer in mind. Because if the customers are not happy with their product, they are not going to accept the credit for that product. So it's competitive. So the customer have choice to make here, and they have to decide which product they are buying. But what we are saying is that the product must be Nigeria-made vehicle. And we are happy that Credit Corp is dedicating as much as 20 billion naira into this industry, auto sector. For this, we say thank you to Mr. President, and we say thank you to Credit Corp, and we say thank you to MD Usoma.